So this is all I got from that little forage of the rest of the komatsuna outside. The chickens are just going at it. So I salvaged this much. The rest of it pretty much goes in the compost bin, and we're just gonna have this in hot pot tonight, along with a whole bunch of other veggies that we got last week. So, but our...
Babe, we need more toilet paper.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to kind of...
We need more toilet paper.
Stop it. That is Dan, of course. I wanted to show off our egg rack because it is full and we get eggs pretty much every single day. Every day. So. Ah! Oh my gosh, stop! Another thing I'm really excited about is our peach tree. We salvaged what is it, Palisades peach, and kept it in the fridge for 3 months, and I recently just pulled it out and it was sprouting, and so now we just have it in our little windowsill here. Also, here's a oh my god, here's a fun tip. Since we grow a lot of and we eat a lot of Asian veggies, green onions, if you leave the stalk at the bottom and just put it in a little container with water and into a windowsill, they will regrow. Regrowth. Beautiful. So, also along the lines of gardening and just making your own produce in winter, you can't do much outside, especially with -degree weather. So this is my seed setup, or seed starting setup. Usually I will begin them with the LED lights, just one row above, and then just water them. I just use the pod trays from Amazon and then keep the pan watered. And our house is warm enough. We have a small house, so we keep it warm enough where it's like summertime for these younglings, even in the winter. We have had a gnat problem though, so I have a Zapper and little Stickies, like this little sticky, to collect them, and it's not really an issue. This is our bedroom. We have our seedlings in our bedroom because we don't have a basement. We don't have another room. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bath house, and it's tiny. So that's why our channel is the Casa Smurf Homestead. Our house is blue. It's tiny. Now you get the connection there. So what I have growing, and this time I labeled them. I have grown seeds before and not labeled them, and then I don't know what they are. Oh, little sidebar. That's a painting that Dan made of one of the waterfalls in Colorado that made us fall in love with Colorado, and we ended up moving here. Fun fact. So I have cilantro, lots of cilantro, some thyme. Thyme's growing really nicely. I've got broccoli, Brussels sprout, chives, and bok choy. Lots of bok choy. We love hot pot, so lots of bok choy. Always. Ooh, let's see if I can get down here. So down here, we've got, let me see, I'll get it from this angle. And, well, no, I'll keep it because it's hiding all my gnats. You can see them anyway. Whatever. These first two rows are supposed to be the feverfew. I really wanted to grow those flowers for headaches and put them in teas because I get so many headaches. It's ridiculous, and I don't want to take Excedrin all the time. So these two, but unfortunately the sprouting and the germination did not do well. Like, There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each row. So out of 12, only 4 have sprouted. And that's really disappointing. I get pretty much all of my seeds from Baker Seed. I think I will be changing that. Like a lot of the I haven't had a problem with any squash with Baker Seed. A lot of the like summer vegetable stuff, perfect. Like they're awesome. And you get a little free seed packet too for like greens and stuff, which perfect. So awesome. But as far as like the flowers go, they're just not, kind of disappointing. This is my second time with that. So, you know, hopefully, that gets better. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try another brand, hopefully that has feverfew, and compare the two. Then we'll know. Basil. I'm also growing basil. We love pesto, so gotta grow a lot of that. And we also love fresh pizza. So we just stick the leaves right on there when we bake it. It's great. Then the next row over in the back there, I've got rosemary. Again, super disappointing with the seed sprouting. Out of 12, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that have sprouted past the first double leaves and continue to grow. The rest of and that is with double and triple like seeding each pod. So that one's super disappointing. This is my second round of trying rosemary, and this is all I've got. So hopefully something happens magical. The next couple rows I've got our thyme again. I really like drying those and drying the leaves off the stem, I guess, and then using that for like spaghetti sauce seasoning. And then we've got dill, and then more cilantro on the end. That's what I have now. I won't start the like summer vegetables until February. So we've got a couple weeks, and I'm hoping we don't get any more like frost, like this negative one, because I gotta transplant all of these and then put them in larger trays and hopefully get them to one of the boxes outside. If not, like just harden them off daily. I don't know. That seems a lot of work. I don't want to do that, because one of the goals this year is to pretty much automate the garden instead of, see, there's a gnat flying around, instead of having to take care of it every day, because I have to go back to work like 3 days a week this year. So in the office instead of working from home. So yeah, that's the main, aside from the chickens, that is the main goal, is to have the garden completely automated on a watering system and very little maintenance this summer. So right now we have a truckload of mulch that was delivered a couple weeks ago, and I have not been able to transfer it over to the backyard. I did do around the chicken coop and the run, but the rest of the yard has to still be mulched so that weeds don't come up through it. That was a huge issue last year. We had a lot of weeds. And then the poles outside from the greenhouse, the old greenhouse that collapsed, I salvaged all of the long straight ones so that I can bend those into like row cover structures. So I have to finish bending those and then stake them essentially. And So that'll be the mulch and the rows, like getting the bed situated are going to be my February project. We'll see. Dan and I both work full time, by the way. So we're doing this and working full time. But so even though it's winter, there's negative degrees outside, or will be, I should say. We are still planting and harvesting. So yay. She did not do the peanut butter lick thing. She ate the spoon. Oh my gosh. Okay. You did it backwards. I saw that. I was like, oh, I thought she ate the spoon. Okay, but she did not. Come here. Let me kiss.